Hey fellas, your commissioner here, coming at you for week one of NFL action in the Fill Me Up Daddy Fantasy Football League. There you go, I said it. I won't say it again, more likely than not. But we had some debate about let's change the league name, let's make it more adult. Lag? No? Okay. I always got to do my lag check, right? I think it's lagging a little bit, but hopefully it's not too bad. Um, we're going to keep the league name for now, for this season. We might reevaluate slash definitely will reevaluate at the end of the year. The council's going to vote on it. And if we can't come to, I'm not going to say the voting parameters yet because I don't want to lock myself in. But council's going to determine if the league name is going to change or stay the same for this following seasons. Speaking of names and changes, it's a little loud. We have obviously some team name changes for this season. I think I said mine last during the draft recap video, which, hey, draft recap video got a lot of buzz. A lot of people happy about their grade, a lot of people upset about their grade, i.e., Blaine. But hey, that's the fun of draft grades, right? Nobody really knows how the grades are going to work out. It's a long season. Just give some thoughts out there. If I can give some bulletin board material to some teams, I'm more than happy to do it. And I was mistaken. Blaine actually did miss the playoffs for the first time in his career in our fantasy league last season. That's why he's got a cupcake schedule this year with Wilson and Ford being his two division rivals, as it were, in the shit tier. We'll see. We'll see if he can get back on track. I don't know if this is a team to do it, but we'll see. John L. experience, obviously. My name is John Lasley, and we had our coach for the Razorbacks, John L. Smith, one of the worst coaches I've ever seen. I believe that was our freshman year of college. His season, it wasn't terrible. At the time, I certainly thought it was one of the worst seasons we were ever going to have. Boy, was I sorely mistaken. That's my team. Hey, I thought that I've had some bad teams in the past. Maybe they weren't so bad. It could always be worse. So that's what I'm expecting this season. Nick, on the other hand, is a lot more positive. He changed his team name from Chubb Unloaded. He no longer has Chubb, so he's the Razorback Revival. I guess he's got high hopes, high expectations for this season. Sorry, this chair is a little squeaky. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit. So Razorback rival, cool, I guess. We got JD, who no longer has Mixon. He still has Mahomes, so he's not mix and drink with Mahomes anymore. He's now Babcocked your mom. Real classy there, JD. You're saying you're gonna do some explicit activities with all of our mothers. I don't think Karen, my mom, would be very pleased to hear that or to know that. So, hey, bulletin board material, right? That's all I got to say. Bulletin board material for a lot of teams. You're coming after people's moms. They're going to be giving you your best shot. So, Duncan's name stayed the same. Rip's the same. Fat Ford the same. Fat Ford. I didn't even mean to say that. It just slipped out. Swamp Donkey's the same. Cataclysmic Catches the same. Dirty Bird same. Hurricane season. Hey, he finally has Cam on his team for his final season. It was only fitting that he got Cam. Let's see if we can send Cam out on the right foot. You can go ahead and go through. It's fine. They know you live here. And we got the Wuhan Chemist for Savoy. Very creative. I'm not exactly sure of the meaning though. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know if I want my team associated with the outbreak of a global pandemic personally, but maybe saying that he's going to infect all of our teams and destroy them from within. So if that's the case, then well done, very creative, Savoy. And then you got Craig Salvatore, one of probably the owner who gives the most effort, I've ever seen in all the activities and the teams and always pays his league fees first and on time. I don't think he's ever fined or anything like that. Always participating in council meetings and everything like that. Craig Salvatore. He's got his team name this season is Team Salvatore. I'm pretty sure that's just like auto generated from ESPN. So, Team Salvatore, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I got. So, there's not really been any notable pickups. Of course, I pick up Raquel Armstead, and he's back on the COVID list again. Nothing really surprises me at this point in my fantasy football career. I fully expect if something strange or bad can happen to my team, it will. Um, but some other pickups we've had, just some defensive players, some guys who didn't draft in the IDPs are getting those on the rosters now. But other than that, just some like handcuff backs really been picked up. That's really the only notable thing. So I'm sure, going to be some major commotion come first waiver run on Tuesday. But, kind of laying in the weeds right now. I think most of the sleeper guys are pretty much already on rosters at this point. So we got a pretty savvy league. People are on top of it. So let's go ahead and get into a preview of this week's matchups. I'm conflicted on game of the week. I kind of wanted it to be the rematch, obviously, of our championship game with Salvatore and Plunk. But much like the actual championship game itself, I don't expect this game to be very close. So, we'll just go ahead and break into this real quick. Plunk's projected to win 134 to 124. His quarterback, I think it's no brainer. You got Lamar. Running backs should be fairly close on aggregate. Obviously, Plunk has a better running back in that one. But, grand scheme of things here, I think I'm just going to have to go ahead and, both have tough matchups across the board, on both sides of the ball here. But we're going to go with the team who has the overall top talent at each of the four key positions. So we're going to go with Plunk there in that one. Salvatore, do better. Change your team name. Come on, change your team name. Don't be a bum. Let's see what else. There's not really, of course we got just Blaine back on his bullshit where he's doing his tricks where he doesn't put anybody in his starting lineup. I'm still waiting for the day where it's going to burn him and he's not going to have anybody in the starting lineup. But I don't know. He's better than that. That's never going to happen to him. Let's see. Who does he have? I mean, there's potential for game of the week. But again, Blaine, it's like I told you. I can't make you game of the week if you don't set your lineup. And, I mean, if you're fine with that, I guess it is what it is. But I just feel like I'm going dumb in the head from all these. I've told you this like 1,000 times, I feel like. But I guess we could do that one. I mean, it's not really game of the week, but it's like toilet bowl kind of, like potential horse ass. Yeah, I mean, projected to be the closest game. Well, no, that one will be close, or I think. We'll do that one. Okay. So then we'll just go ahead. Myself, I'm playing JD this week, and should be pretty close, pretty competitive game. He's obviously got a big advantage with Mahomes. That'll kind of tell me what I need to do at quarterback if I need to swing for the fences or play a little bit safe. But I'm sure Patty's going to go out and light it up tomorrow night against the Texans. But other than that, it should be a pretty close matchup. He's projected to win 128 to 124. Really, with the only difference being that quarterback position. Everything else is pretty even. So it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be tight. I can't remember the last time I got off to a 1-0 start. I feel like it's been a long time. But I think, hey, we're going to buck that trend. I think we're going to get off to a 1-0 start here. Of course, it's not the end of the world if you lose week one, but maybe it'll keep me from going insane and blowing up my team like I am prone to do. So let's hope for a good start. It's a week one win for old Laz. I feel it coming. Then we got, nope, that's going to be the game of the week. We got Kickers Lives Matter versus Fat Bastards. Ford is projected to win 126 to 121. Should be a fairly competitive game as far as bad teams go. I think these are two of the lower tier teams in the league. They've proven that year in, year out over the last few years. Potential preview, actually, of maybe the Horse Ass Bowl. But I do think I'm going to give the slight edge here to I'm going to have to give it to Ford here. I'm going to have to give it to Ford. Yeah, I'm going to have to give it to Ford. I just think that outside of Dak, I don't really like a lot of his matchups. I think that, his wide receivers are going to be facing some, really just Amari's got a bad situation, but I don't know. I like Ford's matchups a little bit better in this one, but this really could go either way. We're going to go with Ford. Let's see. Then we got Swamp Donkeys and the Cataclysmic Catches with Wilson projected to win 128 to 0. I think if Blaine puts his roster in there, it should be a fairly close matchup. Across the board, he does have some pretty good players on his roster, even though I gave him a fairly poor grade. I'm not 100% what he's going to do at RB2. He'll probably throw Gallup or not Gallup, old James White in there. But we know how I feel about Wilson's team. I'm not going to further disrespect Blaine's team and continue to give him bulletin board material from we play later in the season. So I'm going to go with Blaine there. Get off to a hot start, 1-0. Brings us to our second to last matchup of the week. We got Hurricane Season versus the Wuhan Chemist with Savoy projected to win by 133 to 125. Pretty big spread there. Hey, and I can buy it. I think Savoy's got, on paper, one of the best teams. He had one of the better drafts. Probably the best draft if you remove keepers from the situation, because that's really what boosted Rip and Plunk's rankings up, was at their keeper situations. And hey, I projected Savoy to win the whole damn thing this season. So I think he's going to get off to a hot start here to down Hawk and put a little damper in his bid to go out a champion. So we're going to have Savoy big in that one, probably by at least 15. I'm going to go with Savoy there. And that brings us to our game of the week. Let's see. New sponsor alert. Our Stretch Island Fruit Leather game of the week, cherry flavored this time. It's got 0 added sugars. It's 100% fruit ingredients. Only 50 calories. No added sugars. It does have a little bit of sugars, but natural. Those are okay. No sodium. A little bit of carbs. No cholesterol. No fat. No protein. But just a good little quick snack, semi-healthy. Get you some fruit servings, quick calories, small on the calories. Or actually, this is not a low-calorie food. Excuse me. I thought 50 calories was pretty low, but I guess I'm wrong there. But anyway, these things are very delicious, non-GMO food. So if you're ever looking for a quick, healthy little fruit snack, something like that, I highly recommend these things. Pretty cheap. Personally, I'm more of a fan of strawberry, but cherry's not too bad either. So, Stretch Island Fruit Leather, the official game of the week. These things are damn good. Let's see. So, of course, it's going to be Razorback Revival and Discount Double Check. Battle of the quarterbacks, we got Deshaun Watson versus Josh Allen, big arm Josh Allen. Deshaun's playing at Kansas City tomorrow night. You got Josh Allen versus the Jets, and they're pretty bad. The Jets are going to be pretty bad this year. So I do think it's pretty close, but I think Watson's probably going to be playing from behind. Just got that bag, got that big cash. So I do like Watson to win that matchup. Battle of the running backs, we got Zeke Elliott and Cam Akers versus Saquon Barkley and Aaron Jones. Minnesota's defense is not what it once was. It's already banged up. Saquon's a beast, but so is Zeke. Cam Akers, I don't know how much of a role he's going to have early on. Sean McVay keeps talking he's committee. Malcolm Brown's supposed to be starting, all that. So I'm going to have to give the slight edge in running back to Rip there. Battle of the wide receivers, we got Adam Thielen, Robert Woods, Allen Robinson versus Cortland Sutton, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Mike Evans. Unfortunately for Rip, Mike Evans is already dealing with a hammy injury, and he's going to be a game time decision on Sunday. So, yikes. That's a little scary. That's a little yucky. So I think just from that alone, because if let's just say, God forbid, that Mike Evans is out, Rip does not have very deep receiving core. He's got John Brown and Marquez Valdez-Scantling on his bench. So he'd be forced to throw John Brown in there. Well, I do think John Brown's got a good matchup. He also has Stephon Diggs there. So I'm going to have to give the edge in wide receiver battle to Nick. Battle of the tight end, we got Hayden Hurst versus Evan Ingram. I think Evan Ingram can show out. We'll see about Hayden Hurst, but I think this one's probably going to be pretty close. I'm gonna push that tight end matchup, take the cop out, push that one. And then Battle of the Flex, you got Deontay Johnson and Austin Eckler. I love Deontay Johnson. I think he's going to have a really good game against the Giants on Monday night. But Eckler is a stud. Those three running backs are really going to have to carry Rip this season if he wants to have a prayer of making it deep into the playoffs. So I'm going to give Eckler the edge there. Nick doesn't have an IDP right now. We don't talk about IDPs, but if he does throw him in there, it should be projected to be pretty close, 135 probably to 120 or 133-ish, something like that. But all that said, I think the quarterback and the wide receiver, you really got to have those two locked down in this league. I think that's enough to get Nick over the hump and start him off on a 1-0 campaign to his season. So that's all I got. We got for real football, finally, for real football coming tomorrow night, Texans, Chiefs. I can't wait for it. I mean, I don't know, is it real? Is it not real? I don't know, but I'm just excited, man. I've been watching NFL Red Zone replays, and as soon as they come on, it just puts a smile on my face. So I can't wait, fellas. I think it's going to be a hell of a season. It's going to be an interesting season, a unique season, that's for sure. But can't imagine 11 other guys I'd rather do it with. So good luck this week, fellas. Stay safe and whoop it.